Good morning, traders. Around trying to see what's going on here. See the DIA popping back up a little bit. What's the SPY? Oh, the SPY's dumped already. It's starting to come back up though. Let's see if it'll rebound off this 10 or not. If it can't rebound, it's going to drop down to that 440 area. So we should have a mixed market. Yep, mixed market. It's kind of going sideways. Good morning, Lightning Rick. Good morning, Lori. Morning, Ruben. Morning. Oh yeah. So we got Annie. You guys are talking about and Hippo. Is it HPPO maybe? I'm not getting either one of those to pop up. Let's take a look at Annie. Oh yeah, Annie's starting to come back up a little bit. Nice move so far. So yeah, I actually kind of like this pattern. Let me look at this on the 5-day. Yeah, we're a little low. We are a little low. I like this pattern. Getting a nice little slow climb up to the $7 area. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in 50 shares here. Let's see if we can break 7. Trying to hold up at 675. It's holding pretty decently. Buyers stacking right there. Oh, and it just got taken out. We don't want to just drop too much. If it drops on this candle, I was gonna say, yeah, we're getting pretty big volume on this. There we go, starting to push. There we go, through 690. Let's see if it can get up here to 7. Come on, just a little bit more. Good morning, Lauren. Here we go, we're going to test 7. Okay, we got a little selling at 695. That's got to get taken out. So didn't even touch 7. Got rejected at 695. I don't want this to drop too low. If this doesn't test 7 soon, it's going to have to consolidate, which means it'll probably come back down to 650. Trying to hold 680 as support now. That's a good sign if it can hold. Yeah, so far still holding. Oh, no, they just got taken out. Yeah, so we might pull back to 650 here. Is this all you got today? Let's see, where are we hitting at? Yeah, that 7 is tough. So if we can break that 7, it should be good to go. IHPO. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you got to lock in those profits. Got to lock in those profits. Got rejected hard at 650. And this is why I don't like trading these ones that are under all the EMAs, because they can just stop right at any resistance line and turn around. So, I mean, I just, keep your stop loss on there if you haven't sold yet. You don't want to take a big loss. It does look like, what's going on? It does look like it's coming down a little bit here. It's an insurance stock. But you can see that downtrend. Until it breaks that downtrend there at that 650, it keep going down. But it's got support under it, so it's trying to hold. It's gonna hold above the VWAP. This little orange line should be all right. So Annie pulling back. Don't pull back too much more. We don't want that to pull back a whole lot. FBRX. See, this is one that's below all EMAs. I don't like that. I don't see anything there. Let's see, did Jagex have a reverse split? Yeah, they had a reverse split, so this is one I can keep an eye on. Reverse splits like to get hot sometimes. It means it's a very low float as well. It starts pushing back up, getting a little doji star at the second. BBIG just started popping up. GSAT. What's a big float stock? But breaking out of that triangle there. Yeah, Annie almost back down at 650. See if it can hold there. Yeah, looks like that's selling off. Clue looks alright. SPRT selling off. SGRP I was watching, but not doing too much there. Yeah, see, there's some support here. Buyers are trying to push Hippo up if they can do it. As long as we hold 650 here on Annie, should be good to go. You're going to test 650 here. 650 cracking for a second. Let's see if buyers push it right back up over. $650 starting to act as resistance. That's not good. It needs to be acting as support. Annie doesn't look good now. Annie's really giving back a lot. Needed to hold that VWAP and 10-day. Okay, there comes some big buyers. Look here, JAGX slowly creeping. JAGX just a slowly creeping back up. See, how's the SPY looking? SPY still pushing up. See, what is that? JMP. JAGX back over 650, so, or not JAGX, but Annie. So it is trying to hold 6 still, or not 6, but 650. Let's see. No, I'm not going to buy the dip on Sheeb. Hal's good. He's going crazy like I said he would after not having any technology for uh all for the whole weekend. He's supposed to be getting his laptop tomorrow, so he should be back good tomorrow. And he is starting to I don't like how much Annie's dumping. This thing just continues to not cooperate. Good morning, Tony. Lauren, get out of bed. How about that for motivation? It's another day. It's another day in this glorious life in America where everything is crazy, just like the rest of the world. And we're just all having a blast. GSAT. Man, that float is so big, man. It's bullish, but it's just the float is just so big. Getting a little bit of a U shape on BBIG. And he's still holding up around that 650 area. See the market watch. Yeah, we're starting to turn a little bit more red. That's what I'm concerned about is the SPY starting to crash again. Yeah, look at that. Look at that candle. Tried to push up and getting slammed down. We may see a pullback on the SPY here very shortly. Annie, I'm trying to give you a chance, buddy. You gotta show me something. BBIG. It's gonna break 1150. That may be the best play. Unless something random pops up. This is pretty low float. Got some decent PR. There we go. Now Annie's starting to come back up some. Very nice. That's what we want to see. BBIG, if it can break this little consolidation triangle there to the upside, might see it test 1150. It already ran to 1220. ISUN pulling back. Hold on just a second, guys. This is close to going either way. This could start popping here. Don't want to go. Yeah, I'm going to go 20 shares here as it's starting to break. Let's just see if it can continue to break. If it doesn't start breaking and starts pulling back down, I'm going to have to hop out. There we go, starting to push up. But we're going to need to see that 1150 break. And you're still holding up all right. There we go, finally breaking that 1125. Nope, we're having a lot of trouble at 1125. Boy, this is sketchy still. We got a minute and 15 seconds. This is not what I wanted to see right here. I do not want to see this push back down red. We want this candle to stay green and preferably stay above, close above 1125. We got a minute left. We are getting some increasing volume across the last couple of these candles. Don't you do it. Don't you fake me out here. Don't you fake me out. This damn thing, and he's starting to pop back up. Alright, that's not a bad close. It's a decent close. Because it closed above the downtrend. There we go. Come on back up, Annie. Come on back up here. Oh, I do. I've got shares of Annie too. I'm holding 50 shares of Annie. I bought 50 there on this little push up. Still holding them. You know, down to 650 was only a $20 risk, so I'm not worried about risking $20. But it never dropped below that. You know, closed above, or at least close to that 650 area. Oh, BBIG, you're starting to come back down in the triangle. That's not what we want to see. This thing is having some issues. Let me look at this 15-minute. Yeah, this could still go either way. There's some buying trying to keep it above that 10-11 area, but if 11 can hold as support, and right as I say that, it's starting to crack. This is very volatile. And he's still pushing back up. Very nice. Starting to get a little U-shape. If it can push over 6, where these both these hit at? If it can push over 687, we should see it test 7. There you go. Yeah, BBIG getting pushed back up over. Here goes Annie. Got a little downtrend there. It needs to break. Oh my God, Thinkorswim, what are you doing? What is going on there? How do we get way down there? What the? There we go. Okay, so the SPY did actually push up after that big rejection there, so maybe it is going to rebound. It's a tricky morning. Can't tell whether the market's going to rebound or not. It may just go sideways today. Well, I think Thinkorswim is lagging bad. What is going on here? ATCX? Why have you been swinging ATCX? I think that's a pretty, let's see. 5 year, yeah, they got a good contract. It's been on a decent uptrend. Not sure, I mean, there's just not a lot of volume on it. The volume when it ripped, but since then it's sold off. But it is trying to hold the 200 day. So you got that going for you. Annie, come on. Come on, Annie, what are you doing? BBIG absolutely has to push up here. If it starts dropping at all, then it's going to be done. There goes Annie starting to pop up again. Just going to go ahead and remove this triangle because it's not in a triangle really anymore. It's starting to curl over. I do not like it. We're starting to drop. You know, BIG did just hit new highs today, so I mean that could be it for this. It may not run anymore. It's really struggling. Just stay over this $11 area. We got some. Actually, the resistance is at 1140, so we got resistance at 1140 and 1150. Let it do its thing. There we go, Annie. Come on. It's time for you to test 7. This is a beautiful U shape. Should be time for a nice little breakout. Add 10 shares to it. It's getting really close to trying. Bring my average. Yeah, I brought my average down a little bit, a couple cents. Yeah, so BBIG is going sideways right now. So the channel is right there. We got a channel of 10.15 as the bottom and 11.40 as the top. So we could come all the way back down to 10 if it doesn't hold up these EMAs. Cracking the VWAP. There you go, Annie. There you go. Come on. Get over the top of this stupid candle here. There you go. BBIG still dropping. I don't think I want to stay in this much longer. I don't know. It's only 20 shares, so I'm going to let it ride for a little bit. Alright, let's see this test of 7. See if we can break this 7 and really get going. Thoughts on Matic? Matic's one I've been covering for a while. If you haven't yet, go check out the crypto channel. It's a decent blockchain. You know, I don't know as much about it. I haven't researched it as much as some other chains, but it seems to be a decent project. It has a lot of problems in between 150 and 2, or really 140 and 2. It just has issues in that area. Alright, you gotta break through this 680 here. Stop getting held up at 680. What are we doing here? Here you go. There you go. Hey, 60 cents is still better than negative. Alright, here we go. Let's test this $7. See if we get a big explosion here or not. Explosion. That 695 still holding up. BBIG needs to build a higher. Needs to hold 1050, but needs to build a higher low. This would be one low. If it can hold up this 1050 area, that'd be another higher low, and then it could curl back up. Boy, there's a lot of selling pressure on Annie. Yeah, I have a separate channel for crypto. Here you go. Because I do so much stock stuff over here, and it's just too much content to keep on one channel, so I had to start a second channel. I was doing some crypto stuff on here. Let me make sure that works. Yeah, that link worked. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my crypto channel, go and check that out. Subscribe to it. I do daily crypto updates there. Monday through Sunday, every day just about. So I mean some days, some weeks I might miss one day if there's like no really reason for me to update. But I cover a bunch of coins. Matic is one I cover usually every week at once or twice. So we've got another rejection at the 695 area. But we're keeping volume. Volume slowly increasing. Buying volume here. You look back in pre-market, that 1050 was pretty strong. Yeah, that 1050 area was pretty strong all the way through here. So that is the support that needs to hold up on BBIG. Oh, Annie, you're giving up again. SPY's not looking. Still just kind of moving sideways at the moment. Let's see, we got a minute for this candle to close on Annie. We want to definitely close above the 10-day. Worst case, the VWAP. It looks like it's going to close probably about 675 unless it gets a quick push all of a sudden. Or a quick drop all of a sudden. It's just a lot of selling pressure, and this is the second time we've come up and still getting rejected pretty hard, which I don't like that much. Let's see. Yeah, look on the 15-minute chart, these big candles. This should have been this red indecision followed by this green candle should have been a breakout, or at least an attempt to break out, and it didn't quite get there. So that's showing some sign of weakness, but it still is green, and we still have 5 minutes for this candle to close on the 15 minutes, so it could push back up. We'll see, but we got a nice uptrend started on Annie. There's the uptrend, and right there's that resistance. So actually we're in a bit of a triangle on Annie. There you go. Okay, beautiful. So BBIG bouncing back up off of 1050. That's what we want to see. But we want to see it get back above 11 here shortly. Oh, yeah. The daily crypto updates, I don't actually live stream, so you can catch those any time of the day. I'm trying to get them out more early, like earlier in the day, like around 3 o'clock. But some days I can't get to them till late, and I don't get them out till 9, 10 o'clock. But I'm still trying to figure out my schedule with this channel, that channel, the website, everything always going on that I have going on. So eventually I'll have it all worked out. I just need to make some more money off of these ad revenues and these sponsorships to be able to pay some help. And he does not, if it cracks, what are we looking at? 661. If it cracks, that 40's at 650. How's BBIG doing here? We got a pretty straight downtrend on BBIG. But that support is there, so we could possibly be about ready to see a pop on this. If it can hold up 1050 and then get a pop over this downtrend, it can start running again. But if it cracks below 1050, come back down to 10. Yeah, this candle is a rough candle here. I like Arizona. I visited Arizona last year and got COVID. I don't know though if it was from Arizona or Las. I don't know if it was from Arizona or Las Vegas though, because I did go to Las Vegas too at the same time. So could have been from either one or the plane that I flew on. Who knows? But Arizona was beautiful. Where did I go? Forgot where I went. This looks like it's maybe about to crack too. Oh yeah. Yeah, we may be seeing a dump across the market here. The SPY is very close to pushing down. If it drops below 450.36, that's going to be it. It's going to get real nasty. Oh no, you know, I've got some helpers. Orlando runs the Instagram for me, and you know, Hal's works for the brand, so he puts out content and does what he can on the website, and I do got a video editor. I need like an assistant. I need like an assistant to do all the minuscule tasks that take me forever to do. Yeah, I'm actually gonna add 10 more to Annie. I'm up to 70 now on Annie, but I like the way it's just opened on this candle. Let's see, I'm gonna pull up Trading View. What is going on? My stream status is poor. Why is my stream status poor? What is going on right now? What are you doing, YouTube? You hurt my feelings. You do this every morning and it always works. Why are we not working now? Killing me. Killing me. I can't really do anything about this, why it's running, unfortunately. Yeah. Alright. Well, BBIG bouncing up right now. Going to try to test. We'll see if it can push back above 11. Back above 11, and it'll be a happy boy. Oh man, automating some a task. If I could figure out how to do that, I would be a happy boy. Let's see, a lot of selling in this area. See if we can finally push through it. Here we go. I think we're about to test 7 this time, finally. The volume increasing. Big buyers in at 686, holding it up. We can see them stick in there. Yeah, they're still sticking in there. Listen, Lauren, let me tell you something. Those damn computer fairies are about as bad as the underpants gnomes. And they make my computer do weird stuff, and I don't like it. I don't like computer fairies getting their little pixie dust fingers all up in my computer, making it run slow. Now that's not good. This needs to push back up right now. We do not want to be at the bottom of this triangle here. You went three trades today, Ruben. Nice job winning 3 trades. That's how you do it. Boy, boy, boy. If we ever get through this 15 or this $7 area, this thing is going to move, but it is really struggling. Actually, let me draw my line a little bit better on the 15. There we go. Let's take a look ski. Let's go out a little bit. This 4-hour chart. Okay, so on the 4-hour chart, this could be a possible head and shoulders pattern. We got the head up here, shoulder here, and if it does not break 7 and run past 770, basically needs to run straight up to 8 once it breaks 7. And then if it can continue to do that, it would be fine. But if we get stuck at 7, we keep getting stuck here, this will be head and shoulders, and this is going to dump soon. But you can see that pretty clearly on the 4-hour there. I'm a little bearish on the 4-hour. We'll see. That's why that $7 is so tough. You got shorters who are lining up for this head and shoulders pattern. So we're gonna need a short squeeze here, which means we're gonna need a lot of buying to push all these shorters out and force them to cover. Let me check the 4-hour on this guy. Well, the 4-hour on BBIG looks really good. It's in a big triangle on the 4-hour. It's just trying to confirm this triangle breakout on the 4-hour. So we shall see. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, Lauren. We're gonna pay get those little underpants gnomes to take on the fairies. A little turf war. No, we do not want to start dumping here. SPY just cracked 450, so we may start dumping. Look at the dump on the SPY. Let's go, you dirty SPY. I've been waiting for you to dump. It's time. It's time for you to give it up. Oh boy, Pelosi has something to say on the debt ceiling. I can't wait to read what that says. We'll go read that here in a little bit. That's going to be a fun one to read. No, for some reason it's showing that it's lagging. I don't know why. And I can't really do anything about it while the stream is going. I have to end the stream. Yeah, we're starting to break 7 here. Can we do it? I'll try to see if I can fix it in a second. See, we're trying to hold up that 7. See, where's next resistance after 7? We got some at 750. So we could run at 750 if we break strong. You see, we're still struggling with 7 quite a bit. This is going to be a fight. I'm telling you, those shorters, see that head and shoulders on the 4 hour, they're going to try to take this down. Yeah, see, push back below 7 again. We needed to start holding 7 as support. But we're going against a dumping market right now. Like there is no more floor. We are through the 10 days, so the next floor maybe 447, but the next floor is at 441. So that's got a ways to drop. Alright, this candle's fixing to close. Can we get a strong close over 7? What you got, Annie? Close right at 7. That may be okay. A lot of selling at 705. A lot more than at 7. See, oh, there they go. They just got taken out. There we go. Now we're starting to push. Now we're starting to push. That's what I'm talking about. Come on up here. Come on. The price is right. A and Y. Come on down. Oh, BBIG just cracked 1050. Alright, so I'm going to cut this loss here. Actually, I'm going to put a stop loss. If it drops, put a stop loss right under, unless it's only 20 shares. 20 shares. Actually, this is probably going to sell off. 1036. I'm just going to put it like a 1034. No. There we go. If it cracks any lower than that, it won't be worth a damn anyway. Oh boy, we're still struggling with 7 here. Oops. Why is that locked up? Stop doing that. There we go. I mean, we're looking pretty bullish on Annie, though. This should rip now at this point. But like I said, it still could be a head and shoulders. But we need to see it get out of this $7 area and get up into that 725 area. Boy, I am close to getting stopped out here. Yeah, okay. There I got stopped out on BBIG. So coming back down. If it builds a higher low right there, it possibly could, but more than likely it looks like it's going to dump. Annie is running against the market. Yeah, the SPY still under 449 and dropping. So that's okay. If Annie can rip decently, I could make a decent little profit on this. And if Annie can go nuts, then I actually might be able to make a solid profit. So we'll see. We got to ride it out here. Oh, absolutely, Tony. Absolutely. I've got money ready. In case there's a crash. If there's a big crash, I'm going to be loading up on some of my favorite cheap dividend plays, which I need to get that video out soon, my top 10 cheap dividend stocks, because those are what I'm going to be looking for. There you go. There you go. 10 shares of Annie. You know, if it runs up to $10, you know, that could be a $30 win. I don't know if it'll run to $10. It's having a lot of issues today, but it is low float enough. If it gets, it's getting plenty of volume too. I don't know. We'll see. It's running decent now. If it can stay above 7. So we got 30 seconds on this candle. It needs to stay above 7. Very good close there. Now we're starting to move. Getting a little hung up. A little hang up at 720, but shouldn't be a big deal. $7.10 trying to hold as support. That's a nice sign. Seeing the floor move up if $7.10 can keep holding. Yep, very nice. $7.10 just held there on a pretty tough test. I'll test it again. Didn't hold this time. Cracking back down. Look there. Look there. What'd I say? This might build a higher high right there at 10, or a higher low right there where I stopped out at. Oh, you dirty, dirty, dirty stock, you. Seven. Ooh, yeah, it did crack. Get a lot of selling pressure again. SPY found a little bit of bottom there at 449. Damn you, BB. Look at that. You dirty scoundrel, BBIG. You dirty scoundrel. You faked me out to the downside. That's why I hate limit orders. Or stop loss orders. So if we can't hold 7 here as support, which we're trying to, it may pull back down to 680 again. I'm just going to remove this top because we'll see. You got in 80 at 580 with 30 shares. Well, don't hodl to 30 because One Life doesn't know if it's going to 30. He sold it. He sold his shares yesterday or this morning or whatever. So, don't do that. Hey, Tony, I don't know, man. That's a debatable move, so it could work out very well for you. I can't really say anything bad about that. Selling all your dividend stocks and put it in Tesla. I mean, if you believe in Elon Musk and what he's doing, then could turn out very, very well. Could also turn out dramatically horribly, but only time will tell. Just keep your eyes out. Because if the market drops more, Tesla will drop more. But, I mean, you could get Tesla a lot cheaper if the market really drops. Like, I don't know. SPY is holding. I don't know if this is going to be the big drop or not. I mean, we've obviously pulled back here. Depending on how we close today, we could see a sell-off the rest of the week down to 441. And then we could easily bounce back up off the 50-day. I mean, it's done it so many times. The Feds keep pumping money. I'm pretty sure they're up to 120 billion now, but you can see every time it drops to the 50, pumped right back up. So I'm expecting a drop to the 50 and then probably a pump right back up unless this is the one we've been waiting for. Unless this is the Keanu Reeves pattern in the stock market. That's what I'm going to call it. The stock market crashes from this pattern. It's going to be the Keanu Reeves. It's going to be the John Wick right here. This candle right here. Where'd it go? This candle right here was Joe Biden shooting the stock market, which is John Wick's dog. So now John Wick's coming back with a vengeance here. That's the It's type of trading we do here on this channel. We just make patterns up and talk crazy. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Any new people who don't know me, don't take that seriously. Hey, Elvis. Was in the hospital a week last time you smashed that like button. Yeah, man, your medical bills. Phew. Better have some good insurance. As much as you broke that, you've been breaking them fingers and hands and headbutting that like button so much. So we're gonna give another test of 7 here. No, I don't have any AATC yet. I'm waiting. I'm waiting a little bit longer because it didn't quite push up to that 872. I may start looking today because it has had a little pullback. But that's the other thing too. Like, I don't want to swing in a I don't want to swing in a market that could be dumping. Because you don't want to wake up the next morning and the SPY be all the way down to 425, because it's not going to matter what stock you're in. They're all going to pull back. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting a day to see if the SPY pops back up. Or maybe by the end of the day. If by the end of the day the SPY's rebounded some, then I might look for a swing on it. So I do like it. I do like it. It's a decent play. I just like to get it cheaper because the dividend for it is not. It's not really worth the dividend. 48 cents a year. So let's see, 50 cents. Damn, Annie coming back down here. Oh yeah, coming back down, testing the trend line. Let's see, $8. 10% of 8 would be 80 cents. So it's it's about a 7% dividend yield. It's okay on AATX, but that's what I'm saying. If I get AATX for lower, if the market's going to have a pullback or a correction, and I can get AATC for like 6, that would be decent. I'd be all right with that, because then it'd be like a 9% dividend yield. He's only 255. Yeah, man, that Social Security, all that stuff's BS. 401ks, all that stuff's nonsense. If you got a 401k, I feel sorry for you. Like, a 401k is another example of why we don't have a free market. Like, yeah, you put your money in this thing, but you can't touch this money. You can't do anything with this money until 50 years from now. So give us the money. We'll put it in Wall Street, and then you can't touch it until 50 years from now. Like, nah, bro, that's okay. I ain't loaning you out. I ain't loaning the government out money that I don't get back for 50 years. I'd be spazzing out too. That's why I don't look to the government to help me to do nothing. I don't want the government's help. They can stay the hell out of my way. Because every time, anything, it takes forever. I mean, you look at the post office. Post office is, or the DMV for that matter. You go to the DMV. The DMVs have been disasters. Post office is in billions in debt and still can't get your packages, there in 2 days. Takes them a week to get packages delivered. Everything the government touches goes to shit. Because that's not what it's meant for. Federal government is not supposed to be all up in everybody's stuff. It's supposed to be chilling out. If this does not start popping back up here in a second, I'm going to get out. It's not holding up the way I want it to. See, we got 2 minutes on this candle. Why is the chart very sporadic? This is starting to crack. It's a very low float stock. Only 31 million shares outstanding, and we've had 42 million in volume. So we've had more shares bought and sold than the entire float so far. It's starting to look pretty heavy. I don't like the fact it cracked this trend line. Cracked the VWAP. It's starting to get a little bearish. That 200 day is the last thing holding it up. Can I grab it? See if it can hold this 200. That 200 day is a lot of support we've cracked through so far. That 200 day held up these candles. But if it cracks below this 200 day, it is done. You can see all these buyers sitting on 660. Those might have been shorters. So Annie just opened below the 200. If it does not come back up right now, I got to get out of here. I don't think I want to hold it for a swing. Yeah, going back to that 4 hour. Yep. Perfect head and shoulders here. So this may be done. At least for the day. Come all the way back. It could come all the way back down to 472, but looks like this head and shoulders pattern is probably going to complete at this point. Although the VWAP did push up, that's actually a good sign on the longer time frame. Let me look at the 15. 15 not looking great. I don't know. We'll see here. Hate that. I don't know why that does that. So if we can hold up here, we'll have built a higher. We'll have a low here. We'll build a higher low here, and this would be a new higher low. And then we've got the higher highs. So we're looking. I mean, we're looking good. There's just so much selling pressure. Around that $7 area. Sam says this market is pretty ugly. Says it's going down and it's yelling timber. He actually sung that. He sung it as loud as he could from his little dog mouth. The SPY's starting to try to rebound. If it gets rejected at 450.51 or at 450 though, it's going to keep coming down. Oh, AATC being sporadic. Oh, that's because it doesn't have a lot of volume. It's not. I mean, today it's had 12,000 in volume, so I mean, only 12,000 shares have been exchanged. So light volume, you're going to get these kind of choppy charts like this. It's just got to get big volume again, which is what I'm looking for. Now, if it holds 8, I mean, there's a good chance it could pop back up, but it hasn't had any. The last, let's see, right here is the volume bar. Can you see that on my thing? No, you can't see it on my thing. Let's see. Now, the volume bar down here below shows that there's not been any big volume on this since May 3rd. And when it did get millions in volume, it ripped from 450 up to 1158. But that's why it's a swing trade, is because you're holding, and of course any of these swing trades that are on mine and house swing trade watch list are specifically low float, little bit riskier stocks. They're not swings that you want to hold for 2-3 weeks. They're like swings that you want to hold for a week at most. So that's why I haven't got into any yet, because I've been waiting for an entry that I feel comfortable with. Annie. I don't know if Annie's going to hold up here. It's got to hold this. If it cracks this, then we're going to make a lower low, and that's going to be all she wrote. And I don't like how it's getting rejected there. We got 30 seconds. Let's see if it starts pushing up here. If it starts pushing up, I may add. Oh, no, I don't have enough to add. Never mind. I'm out of funds. I'm not going to add. That's selling off BBIG. BBIG starting to come back up. Still got to break that 11 area where it had all them issues at. JAGX, that sold off. Did not get any attention. Let's see. LUSI. That's an OTC stock. KDMN, that's a reverse stock split. ARQ. JAGX with the reverse stock split. Wow. What a really ugly day. GSAT. I missed that one. I saw that one earlier. Is that making a little push? But yeah, this is the top 10% NASDAQ gainer list. And I see the rest of these right here are nonsense. They're just reverse stock splits. ICUIA, which was a reverse stock split as well, it looks like, is the only thing that's up 30%. So this is an ugly, ugly market we are in. PBIG coming back up to 11. Tell him, Lauren. Tell him. Tell One Life. You tell One Life to stop being weak hands. Where's his diamond hands at? He's been saying all this stuff and bragging about how he found Annie. How he's been watching Annie, even though I found Annie back when I was trading BTBT a month ago. But I'll let him have his. That's fine. No big deal. He can have his credit for finding Annie. Daniel B. We all know what One Life did. Don't don't you don't need to defend him. He's not here. He defends himself enough. He made $1,000 profit on 80. That's a good job. That's why One Life is a good trader. You don't need to jump in the way of the bullets coming at him. His feelings will be all right. I know that for a fact. So Annie's struggling to get back over that 670 area, that 675 area. Let's see what we got. 30 seconds. Hey, I didn't jump on you, Lord. You're fine. These two guys talk trash every single day. Daniel B's been talking trash the whole live stream, so you talk all the trash you want back to him. Give it to him. Let's see, Hippo. I mean, it's trying to push back up, but like I said, it's below all EMAs. It's in a downtrend. I mean, if you buy into this, you're fighting against this whole sell off and downtrend. It's not worth it. I mean, it could pop, but the 50 days right there at 7, so it could easily get held up there. It got held up through there. Um, I mean, it could. Nothing's impossible, but I don't know. There we go. And he's starting to push back up. Hold on just a second, guys. I've got to message Liam, and we'll give the stream about 15 minutes here because I got to talk to Liam about some crypto stuff and a few business things. But I'm gonna take a quick break. When I come back, if you guys got any questions, congestions, blow your nose, or concerns, have those ready. Give me just a couple minutes. All right. Let's see, what we got going on here? Wow. E. Okay, there we go. Do you think institutions are an Annie? You really think that would be? Let's find out. Let's find out how many institutions are in Annie, since you think that they're dropping this thing. So 4%. 4% of the float is held by institutions. Short float, only 5%. Only 1 million shares short. Hey, Josie. Yeah, I'm hanging in here, you know. It's just waiting on this one stock to do something. Having a lot of problems with that 7 area, though. I'm still concerned about this being a head and shoulders pattern. And BBIG looks like it may try to pop back up, curling up, getting very close to that 1140 area where we were looking to break earlier. Soda is bad for you, along with everything else in this world. Everything is bad. We're starting to, actually, on the 5 minute, we're starting to get a head and shoulders pattern. Here's a head, here's the other shoulder, and this is another shoulder. If this don't break over 7 soon, this is going to dump. Because now we're in 2 different head and shoulders patterns. One on the 5 minute, one on the 4 hour. So what we're going to want to see is we want to see this candle push above the top of this candle. Actually, both those candles, we just need to break 7 again. It's pretty much simple as that. We break over 7, this could run, but we shall see. This is a clear cut head and shoulders pattern at the moment. Chat about by Opie. You said institutions is not trading Annie? That was your comment. Institutions are unloading their positions. that, that was literally your comment. Are they trading any? Or are they not trading any? Which one is it? Did you mistype? Maybe you mistyped, Daniel B. Okay. Well, you didn't say that. All you said is institutions unloading their position. How am I supposed to know you're talking about the SPY or any? ETFR, nice. Okay, let's see. Get 17. Got about 8 more minutes here. Yeah. I mean, the institutions have been selling off of those out of all the positions for a while. I mean, that's what all this is the sideways movement is institutions dropping. The Feds are keeping it up while the institutions get out of all their positions. This is exactly why I think the market is going to drop. This is exactly why. And I know you agree with me, Daniel B. Even though you won't admit it, I know you do. But the institutions can keep unloading as the market's being pushed up by the Feds. And then the moment the institutions are done unloading, the Feds can then start doing tapering, right? And then they drop the market. So the institutions are going to put all their shares in everybody's 401ks. That's what's happening right now. They're dumping to put them in people's 401ks, putting it on the American people. And then they'll dump this market. The institutions will short it all the way down. And everybody with 401ks will be screwed. And the institutions will get richer. It's perfect, easy plan. Well, I'm glad everybody's making some money today. Good job to everybody who's made some profits. I know, Ruben, you had 3 positive trades today, so good job there. One live swinging Annie overnight, making a decent profit, so nice job to him. Lauren, you've been swinging Annie, so you're up, so nice job to you. Jay Kratz killing it with ETFR. Josie Wells, I'm sure you killed it with the NASDAQ flush. That's your love, is to go to those futures and watch the NASDAQ just get destroyed and laugh all the way to the bank. So yeah, good job everybody, made some profits. If you're like me and it looks like it's going to be a red day for you, you just got to get back on the saddle. I don't know if this is... I don't know if it's going to be able to break out or not. It's making this shoulder pretty nicely here, which would lead to another arm down. This is an arm. This is an arm. And then this would be a red arm down to the 200 at 628. Oh yeah, I'm sure they are, Daniel B. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the whole market is turning around. That's what I was saying. I think we're gonna have a pullback to the 50-day. Whether it's gonna be the big crash or not, I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I mean, when you got the Feds pumping hundreds of billions in the market every month, how long will that work for? But if my theory is correct, and the institutions have been dropping their positions, and their whole plan is to put it in everybody's 401k and then drop the market. If I am right about that theory, we are going to see, and that's just the theory without me explaining all the other stuff with the dollar and all of that. Matter of fact, before we hop off here, let's take a look at TradingView and check out what's going on in the markets besides the stock market. Damn it, Algorand. I almost bought you yesterday. Stupid crypto. Alright. Oh, you got a margin account on Webull? Let's see what's up today in the crypto world. We've got Algo's #1 gainer. Bond. That was a nice move on Bond. Luna looking good. I love my Luna. Luna. Trash that. Alright, now let's go look at the indexes. Make sure any ain't crashing on me. This is really starting to look like a Head and Shoulders. Well, not starting to, but starting to look like it's going to complete this Head and Shoulders. We'll see there. Whoops. Where'd my trading view go? There we go. Alright, so the dollar's still strengthening. Having a little pullback today, but the dollar's almost in a Head and Shoulders pattern. If the dollar gets back up to 93, which I doubt it will, it's on this downtrend. If it does get back up to 93, that's probably where it'll get slammed down at. Let's see, gold, still a little shaky. Silver, a little shaky. Oil, above the downtrend. Yeah. Powell still green though. Well, that's good. God, yeah, this. Annie, I'm trying to give you a chance, but this is really looking sketch. What? I didn't want to do that type of line. Wanted a regular line. See, there's the downtrend right there. We gotta break this downtrend at this point now, but this really looks like it's about to dump. Possibly could hold that 650 area as support. But if it drops below that 650 area, that's going to be all she wrote. Yeah, the feds are going hard on everything right now. The SEC is investigating DeFi platforms. Um, they're messing with cryptos hard. And that is going to be the case until cryptos win. Because they want to do their digital dollar. I don't know why their digital dollar would be any different than their regular dollar. Everything now is pretty much digital anyway. But they do not want cryptos to succeed. If decentralized currencies and projects and all that start taking over everything, then the government loses a lot of power. You're going to switch from Coinbase to E-Trade? Or are you talking about Webull? Switching from Webull to E-Trade. Yeah, GSAT looks pretty good. It probably is going to try to climb to 3 before it slows down. It's testing at 250 now, but if it can hold above that 250, I think it could press the 3. It's just the float is so big, and there also for some reason isn't any volume that's showing. Oh yeah, it is right there. Yeah, it's getting a lot of volume. I don't know. I mean, it could keep, just because the float's big doesn't mean it can't keep running. It just more than likely is not going to rip huge. Like it'll probably get up to 3 at some point today, and then it'll just be done for the day. You're not going to see a $10 move or $5 move out of that high of a float. So, alrighty, folks, I gotta get going here. Looks like Annie may try to hold up. I'll let you guys know how this play turns out in the last rip tonight. There will be a last rip. I know there wasn't one last night, but I just could not get to it, and there wasn't really much to talk about, honestly. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning too for some more live stream trading. Hopefully Hal will be back before the end of the week, so he can join me for the last rip. I think those episodes are better when he's in there with me. And you also don't have to look at my ugly face the whole time. You can look at sweet Hal's innocent face. I love Voyager. I love Voyager. I have Voyager, and it is great. Voyager works. Now, sometimes when it's very, very high volume in the market of cryptos, when like there's like a lot of stuff going on, they can go down for maintenance for a little bit. But that's just about every crypto app at this point. They all go. I've not seen any crypto app that doesn't go down for maintenance sometimes. But there's great interest on Voyager. You can, I hold. Let's see, what is it that I hold in Voyager? I just sold a bunch of stuff because of the market turning around. I was up in profit from the last dip. So let's see here what I got in Voyager that I gained interest on. Oh yeah, so you can let's see. I know you can get interest on, where's that? There we go. So you get 12% interest just for holding Polkadot if you hold 20 Polkadot in Voyager.
You get 9% if you hold USDC coin. The Voyager token, you get 7%. Bitcoin, 5.75%. Luna, 5.75%. Polygon Matic, 5.2%. Cardano, 5%. Litecoin, 5%. Ethereum, 4.6%. And the list just goes on from there. It just get lower and lower in the percentages. But yeah, I use Voyager for my longer holds in crypto. Um, and then the last question there, do I think crypto browsers and Decentraland or whatever it is are next? Well, that's the thing with. Oh, good night, Lori. We'll talk to you tomorrow, Lori. Have a great night. Get some good sleep. Um, Decentraland, the game. Decentraland's a game, a virtual real estate game where you can buy the real estate and build whatever you want on it. And I do think Decentraland has a ton of potential, but there is a lot of those games that are coming out, and I do think those games will continue to do well as long as the communities are working really well, because they make their own ecosystems with the coins. So people are people who love playing games are getting paid to play the games. So the any piece of the, like with these decentralized games, it's different from where if you go out and buy an Xbox and you go buy Madden or anything like that, some type of game, you don't own your character that you create in the game or any of those items. It's part of the game. Whereas with these decentralized games, you actually own every piece of the game that you have. You actually own it in real life. So it gives the game value to where you can sell that stuff to other people. And there's also all types of other things involved with those games that you can make money. So they're money making games, which is great. It's great for the gaming sector. But the number one crypto that I am bullish on is Fetch.ai, FET. It is in the Cosmos ecosystem, and it is a AI protocol that is going to make the blockchains more efficient in all their transactions and things like that. So that's pretty much the one I'm eyeing right now at the moment. And Algorand being a blockchain, we just saw Solana go from $30 to $200 in the span of 2 weeks. But like I said, if you guys want the crypto talks, guys got to join me on the crypto channel. I don't want to get in too much into crypto on this channel. Try to keep it separate, because I know some of the stock traders, they're like, I don't want to hear about these cryptos. I'm so sick of it. And I don't blame you. It is everywhere right now. It's once it gets in the news headlines and everything, oh, cryptos are hot, it's usually too late by then. That's why I was trading them. That's why I was getting in and building positions back in March after the last rip. I got in December, rode up the ride to the top in February-ish, sold all my positions, and then bought back in that dip in March and April. Uh, well, crypto, I mean, I don't like Webull for cryptos because you can't transfer it. Like, I want to be able to send my cryptos to wherever. So that's why I don't really buy cryptos on there. I do have Ethereum on my Webull account. I have a fourth of an Ethereum now. I sold half of my Ethereum. I have a fourth left, but I just want to move it off of Webull because I can't do anything with it. I can't gain any interest. I can't stake it. I can't move it. There's nothing I can do with it, so I'm just going to sell it, and I'm just waiting for Ethereum to come back up some more. If it can try to push back up to 4,000, then I'll get out of the rest of it. But Webull's better for just swinging stocks. It's a great stock swinging app. But no, you Well, you do technically buy the coin when you buy it with Weeble. It's just put in Apex Crypto. Apex Crypto is a clearing, whatever, a clearing company that holds assets. So when you buy it from Weeble, they buy it from Apex Crypto, and then it's stored at Apex Crypto. And here comes this drop, so I'm getting out. So yeah, it's head and shoulders pattern, dumping right there. Or starting to dump. It may try to hold 650, but I'm not risking any more money on it because it